So I'm going to call the meeting to order. I'll note for the record that we're in a virtual meeting, so all votes will be by roll call, and the meeting is being recorded. So there is a quorum present. All four members are present. So I would be looking for a motion to accept the minutes of the October 17th meeting.
So
I'll make a
moved.
motion. Oh, sorry.
Gary and Joanne with a second.
Sure, second it.
Any additions, corrections, and deletions to the meetings I sent out and you'll get another one probably before I go to bed tonight. I do it that way so I don't forget. So, so I take notes here. If none, then all in favor? I'm in favor. Joanne,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark Sakuzo, yes.
Okay. All pass unanimously. I don't see anyone here for public comment. So move on to reports to be received by the committee. Shannon's not here right yet. If she comes back in, we'll come back to this. We'll circle back to this. But that's the major probably portion of the agenda though, really. So Lisa, what can you tell me about what you know about what's been going on?
Well, we're in the high season now, which is great. Programs are doing wonderfully. Public skating is good, very healthy. We did do that fundraiser that you actually attended, Mark. Thank you very much. For the Hoffman family, which was good. They raised about $900 at the door, and then the rink match that we put $1,000 into their GoFundMe page. So it was nice. It was nice. It was nice for us to just feel like we could do something in the community like that. And we would any other opportunities that come up for events like that, we would welcome the opportunity to do something.
Good. All right. So the only other thing was the discussion and possible action regarding the negotiating new lease terms. Now, that stuff is not ready. So let me I'll discuss this in kind of vague terms at this point. But the it's really fairly simple matter. So because I think the only thing that was at issue really, but when it all kind of boiled down to it was the repair for the tower and stuff. So you sent us some stuff that but as far as the tower goes, we can live with that. And I'll tell you that we're going to remove the date language out of there. So I mean that you're going to essentially own the tower anyway, so whatever. The only problem is at some point we're going to need to make some kind of arrangements to do the support structure work underneath. And that's the major concern. So we'll have to, have a discussion about that and try to coordinate when that's going to be, because I think we're probably the cooling tower is probably going to have to be isolated and taken offline. That means taking down the ice probably at some point. Now,
yes,
yeah, so we can talk about that and when it could happen and make it the most opportune time to do that, maybe when you're planning to do something else. We're having right now is Public Works is doing an assessment on, or we're talking to another engineer, whatever they're doing. We got some information on how long, they think we can or should wait, and it's really not a very long time. But we're thinking, we're having someone take a look at it. We're going to get some kind of report, and which I haven't gotten yet. But and then we'll go from there with that. But like I said, as far as the time on the cooling tower issue, that language is gonna come out of there. So that's because from all reports, it looks like, the thing's functioning, and could be several years before anything's needed to be done with it, if at all, so could be a decade. So, and that's not that's not impactful as far as from our concern anyway, as far as having the structure of the facility dealt with. So, but that's about, I think, where we're at with it. So I don't know if you got any questions, Lisa, about that, or
No, I just wanted to add though that a lot of the problems that we were having with the tower was that it was difficult for our guys to maintain it, and it wasn't getting the attention that it should have. And now that I've signed a very comprehensive maintenance contract with ARC, the tower is being maintained, it's being cared for, and I think that is gonna probably add a couple of years to its shelf life.
good. Well, I was thinking in terms of maybe doing something about the access that was suggested in the by the engineers there. So, but we'll deal with that, later on. We can chat about that. But I don't know how much that'll cost, but that would be I think a reasonable addition.
Mark, what kind of access are you talking about?
The ladder and the safety cage around the ladder.
Oh, yep. Okay. I just wanted to get clarification.
If you remember that, it was suggested. So,
Yep,
but we'll, that's not a 911 or anything, but
It's kind of like a catwalk. It just makes maintenance
Yeah.
easier and safer.
yeah. So a vertical catwalk, but it gives you something to bounce off of if you fall. But yeah. So I don't really see any other business that we need to worry about right now at this point. So so this will be a very short meeting. But what is Lisa, just so you know, we plan on scheduling a special meeting at the end of this month, according to Orla. They'll be ready with that stuff by then. So it'll be either like Tuesday or Thursday, I think, at the end of the month. And then and I'll send it, it'll be like this, but I'll send an invite to you for that. I'll probably put a reports line in there too if Shannon can make it that day or whatever, that'd be fine. Because we certainly want to hear from her as far as because she gives us pretty good information when we get a chance to meet with her. So but other than that, I really don't see any other business to conduct. Does anyone else have anything they need to bring up before the authority at this time? Hearing none,
I'm
a
all set.
motion to adjourn then. Make this easy.
But I have a
go ahead.
question.
Yeah.
Would you like some money?
Yeah, no, I was talking to Orla about
Yes.
that. She said you hadn't sent anything. So
Yeah.
I think like we discussed then, please, remit a check is, but I think the invoice, if they invoiced you, they would invoice the old number, I think at this
Okay.
point.
Okay, so I'll do,
So you at least do that, and
Okay.
because what'll happen is the new lease will be backdated to July 1st, and so the new number will come in. You'll have to pay the difference at that point. But until we get that knocked down, you don't have to. There's no reason to necessarily do that. But at this point, definitely deal with whatever you've been invoiced by the city, and send that along. I think you were caught up until this quarter now we're in. I think you should have got
Okay.
an invoice for something.
I don't
So-
think we have since the lease has been in this kind of limbo state, but I
All
will,
right, I'll check. I'll check
send
with
you
Orla to
something.
make sure.
I'm gonna
but,
send you something tonight.
All right, that would be positive. I won't hear anything from Josh then. Okay. Anything else? Hearing none, we'll try this again. A motion to adjourn
So moved.
by Mark Sakuso,
Second,
second by Gary Makowicki. All in favor? Myself, yes. Joanne,
Yes.
Gary,
yes.
Mark Sakuso.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
All right, and see